Why do some people always keep winning? Whether it is sports, whether it is music, whether it is business, or in school, there is always that one person who always stays on the top no matter what. No matter the challenges life throws at them, no matter the hurdles, they always seem to find their way back to the top. How? Why? Some people or many of us think that it is because they are way too intelligent, they are too confident, they're too talented, or they have better skills than me. What if I tell you every single thing is false? The difference between a winner and the rest of the world population is the mentality, the thought. A winner thinks about their actions before they become a winner, and the rest of the population thinks about their actions after they become a winner. And that is the difference. And today we're going to talk about how do we actually become a winner in real life. Point number one is winners always fall in love with the process. There is not a single person in this population of the world who does not want to win. Everybody wants to stay in the podium, get the medal. But nobody wants to actually get the work done. Nobody wants to put in the hard work. Let's take an example of Kimi Antonelli from Formula 1. If you're a Formula 1 fan like me, you would know that he is just a 19-year-old kid who has won 5 consecutive races in Formula 1. And that is one of the biggest milestones in the history of Formula 1. The world is in awe of him. They feel like, oh my god, a young rookie is going to become a prodigy. But you know what? That is simply not true. Everybody sees the podium, everybody sees the medal, everybody sees the fastest lap on the race. But nobody notices the hard work he does. Nobody notices the early mornings, the stress, the pressure, the failures, the success, and all of it. That is what people lack. Because people and everybody else, they want to win, but they don't want to inculcate that discipline that it takes to become a winner. The boring task, the mundane task, eating the same boring meal every single day because they want to be fit. We all want to have a burger or a pizza once in a while, and then we think, why are we not getting fit? We want to become the most favorite employee of our managers, but we never ask ourselves actually, why are we not working hard enough? Why are we not working way more than what is actually expected of us? That is where the problem is. Everybody wants to succeed, but nobody wants to work hard. But that is an exact opposite of a winner. A winner always keeps on working even when nobody is watching. The trophy is simply the receipt of all the hard work that is done. Point number 2 is winners always strive for discipline rather than motivation. Most of us, we are all waiting for that one spark of motivation to change our life. I want to become motivated into becoming the fittest version of myself. I am waiting to be motivated to start my own Instagram page or YouTube channel. I am waiting to actually learn everything that I can and then start my YouTube channel. That is what a mediocre mentality is. Waiting for that one spark of inspiration. What people don't necessarily realize is that winners, they don't wait for motivation because they know a one harsh fact. Motivation will always come and go. There will be days when you feel completely unstoppable, you feel like you are the king of the world, you can do anything that you want. And then there are days you will not even feel like going out of your bed. A winner, that is why, always relies on discipline. On days when they don't feel like working out, on days when they just want to have a cheat day and not do anything, they will still go and hit the gym. They will still go for the practices. Why? Because they know that discipline is what will always keep them in the race rather than motivation. Winners realize one more important thing, that success does not depend on your mood. It depends on your progress. Staying consistent is always a key rather than being passionate about things. People who achieve extraordinary results are the people who have actually learned to work on ordinary days rather than the extraordinary one. Lesson number 3 is winners always recover faster. Most people only see the successes, they always ignore the failures. But here is something people always miss, that the winner that you see on the top has failed each many times. I'm going to take another example from Formula 1 because that is currently I'm obsessed with. Takes Max Verstappen for example. He's a 4-time world champion. When people think of him, he only think of his races when he has actually won a podium and won the championship. While that is great, 2026, you might already know that he's not doing that well. I mean, Max Verstappen is not behaving like the champion he is because of engine failures or whatever. But the main thing is, even now, if you see his interviews, you will realize that he is not complaining, he is not moaning or mulling over the fact that he is not getting into his form. Instead, what he's been saying is that I will see this, I will work on this, and then I will get back once again. One of the most important qualities of Formula 1 as a sport, the one thing which always attracted me towards it, in fact, not just Max Verstappen, like that is a great prime example, everybody else, is that a driver never actually takes the hit of a failure. There might be races where you get a podium, and there might be races where you might not even finish a race. And while that may be disappointing, but they always show up to the next race feeling as motivated as the last race. I mean, how is that even possible? Let's take George Russell for example. He started this championship by winning a podium, and for the last 2 to 3 races, he has not been doing so great. Luck has not been on his favor. But do you see him complaining over this? Do I see complaining over him? No. He always says in an interview that this is fine, I will try again in the next race. Winners, they always realize this one thing, that success and failure, they're both temporary. What matters is your mentality. You will never see winners moaning over a failure. You will always see them learning from what went wrong, what is something they could have done better, and they will work towards it and they will bounce back again. That is a winner mentality. To never ever actually give up. Winners don't think about mistakes any longer than what is necessary. They carry lessons, and lessons is what gets them a podium next time in the race. And that is why they improve way faster than anybody else in the pop. Another aspect of what differentiates a winner from everybody else is what they choose to focus on. Imagine being a Formula 1 fan or a billionaire in the Forbes 100 magazine. The whole world is watching your next move. Your fans are watching your next move. Your family, your company, every stakeholder in your life is watching you with a microscope. They are observing every single move of yours. And that is very terrifying. Honestly, that is very exhausting. Imagine the pressure anybody can have. But most of us actually might melt on that pressure. But that is what differentiates a winner from the rest of us. A winner will always mute and deafen the external noise. They always know what to focus on and what to ignore. Rather than focusing on what the media is talking about them, or your colleague is talking about you in the office, or your manager is saying behind your back, focus on what actually matters. Your skills, your consistency, your discipline, your performance, your races, your presentations, your reviews. Focus on what matters. Learn to deafen the external noise. Learn to deafen the opinions of people who simply do not matter. As I have always said in my last video as well, opinions only matter from people you actually love. Your family, your friends, people you would actually go to advice for. The rest of the people, their opinions are just noise. Learn to mute it and focus on yourself, your goal, and nobody else can stop you from becoming a winner. One last aspect of becoming a winner is to always think long term. That is what actually eliminates the rest of the people from a winner. Everybody wants a shortcut in their life. Everybody wants a salary hike. Everybody wants a promotion. Everybody wants to win a race without doing anything. Everybody wants to have the fittest body possible without going to the gym. Everybody wants to earn in millions, have their own business without actually putting in their own efforts. Let's be real. That is what differentiates a winner from the rest of the people. A winner, they know what they are doing today affects the long-term goal. That is why they will always take the long route. They will always choose hard work over shortcuts, because shortcuts may give you temporary happiness, may give you temporary promotions, may give you temporary boost of serotonin because you achieved something. But winners always know that it is not long lasting. If you want to have something sustaining, something with a hard foundation, you always have to work hard, because as it is a very common phrase. So, to summarize this video, it is very easy to understand that winners are just like everybody else. They are not the most talented people out there. They're not the most beautiful, most confident, most upskilled person in the world. They are just like everybody else. They are the ones who doubt themselves. They are the ones who keep on failing again and again. They are the ones who are confused. They are the ones who don't know what to do with themselves in times of a crisis. They have bad days as well. They make mistakes as well. The difference of what makes them a winner is that they don't let negative things stop them. While others are waiting for motivation, winners take the action. While others are focusing on obstacles, winners focus on solutions. While others are mulling over failure, winners continue to move on, take the lessons, and learn how to succeed. While others are focused on what others are saying about them, getting external validation, winners are working on how to achieve their next goal. It is very simple to say that we all are winners. We are all winners and we can all be losers. It all depends on the winner mentality. You have to learn that you are a winner. You don't take the necessary steps after you become a winner. You don't become a successful YouTuber after you've achieved a certain million followers. You don't get that promotion after you've taken the shortcuts. You achieve all of them with a simple mindset. With a simple mindset of starting, a simple mindset of staying consistent, staying disciplined. Once we actually understand that all it really takes is a mentality, a simple thought that I will be undefeated, I am undefeated. Once I actually put in the hard work, the consistency, that is when you become a winner. That is how you know that you will actually make it. So guys, learn to actually focus on yourself. Learn to be disciplined. Learn to actually work on yourselves, upskill yourself. Be disciplined. Be consistent. And do not listen to others. They are just opinions. What matters is you. And once you actually understand that, once you actually develop that mindset, you will realize that all it actually took was just believing in yourself. You believed in yourself and you're already winning in life. That's all from my end. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching this video. Please do subscribe and please do comment on what is the one particular aspect about being a winner that strikes you the most, and what is the one particular example of Formula 1 or any example, as a matter of fact, you aspire to have in your life. And I will see you in the next video next week. Bye bye, take care, be you, and always be a winner.